Alright, hi guys, my name is Jessica Baldwin, and this is me basically revamping my YouTube channel, and I am starting a Patreon. So, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to be turning my YouTube to focus on my photography, and I'm starting a Patreon for my photography. My business name is Promising Princess Photography, or P3 for short. And I'm going to be doing a screen recording with my phone, showing you the my editing process on Lightroom. I don't really do a lot of Photoshop editing. But when I do, I'll probably make some videos on that as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get right to it. Alright guys, here we go. I just opened my Lightroom and came into my album called Telephoto Lens. I've just recently started experimenting a good bit with my telephoto lens, and I went out onto the trail, and these it's a trail next to my home at South Fork River. Well, it's about 5 minutes away from here. Anyway, this is, you know, that album, and I'm pretty sure I've gone through all of these already. Didn't mean to do that. And done the basic editing. But I'm going to go back through and see if I want to change any real quick. So I'm just going to start at the beginning, which is actually the end, but it doesn't matter either way. Let's see here. Okay, this one, it's a little blurry. I'm not sure if I really want to change anything, but I'm gonna go in here to light. Exposure looks okay. Contrast. Let's see. I don't see anything that's too terrible on here. I don't want it to be too dark. I don't want to bring out the shadows too much. Let's go over to colors. Let's see. The temp on here is a little cool. I might bring that up just a little bit. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that gives it a nice warm color. That's pretty good. Let's see, vibrance is set at 15, that's pretty good. Alright, let's go to effects. Maybe, I didn't do anything here, let's see. A lot of my pictures I like to dehaze them just a little bit at least. So I'm going to go ahead and go into here if it'll work for me. Okay. For some reason this just doesn't want to work for me. Let me doing something wrong here. There we go. Okay, well, I don't need it that much, but you can see it doesn't really do a whole lot unless I bring it up a bunch. Let's go ahead and bring that down quite a bit. Don't want to dehaze it too much because then it just, because it does seem to add a good bit of grain in there, and we really don't want that. Alright, so I'm going to leave that at a steady 7. Zoom back out here, let's see. I really actually like the way this picture is overall. A lot of times when I add new pictures to my Lightroom, I just go through them real quick and sort of click through and just add the auto settings and see if they look good. I might tweak them here and there. Usually do that when I'm just like, oh, I need to get these done, otherwise I'm gonna forget about them, you know, just things like that. But I don't sometimes I like to add the clarity, boost that up a little bit, but lately on these pictures I haven't liked to, because it just adds too much grain and you just lose it just, I don't like the way it comes out. Let's see, I don't need any of that. Let's go back to here. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next picture here. Another picture of the trail, sort of a lower angle view. And this one, the focus isn't exactly where it's meant to be. It's more over on the left of these bushes and trees instead of on the path itself, which was not the intention, but it's still not a bad picture, I suppose. Still not exactly how I wanted it, but I did take 100 and some pictures, so that's okay. Alright, where'd my little thing go? There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the lighting. We've got the exposure just a tiny bit. A little bit of contrast. Highlights brought down a good bit. I'm gonna bring these shadows down a little bit and see how that looks. Oh yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. I like playing with the shadows and colors and everything. Shadows just, they're so much fun. I don't know, I just love it. Let's see. I brought that out a decent bit. I don't think I'm gonna mess with anything else in there. Let's go to the color. I think I'm gonna warm this one up quite a bit. And I do, when I'm shooting these pictures, I do shoot in RAW. So, you do have a lot more leeway when you shoot in RAW when it comes to post-processing. They tend to come out better, and, you know, I shoot in RAW and manual mode so I can have the lighting where it needs to be, and I don't have to go and adjust every little setting, you know. And I have just been experimenting a little bit with the telephoto lens, still getting used to it. And that thing gets heavy, so it's sort of hard to maneuver down a really long path with. So, I took a good bit of pictures, testing it out and seeing what I could capture and all of this. Let's see. I like the tip. Let's see. Maybe bring it up a little more, see what it does. Oh, no, I didn't want to go back. Come on. What are you doing? Okay, here we go. No, that's too much. Okay, let's, oh no, right. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I like that where it is. Center a little bit, let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna hold down, see the before and the after. Yeah, see, that's quite a bit nicer. I like the warmth to it, and darkening those shadows a little bit helps. Alright, I'm gonna go on to the next one, which you can see I got a lot of pictures of the water, which that was really fun experimenting with. It's the first time I've really done that, using the telephoto lens to be able to capture these details in the water and just the light and everything. It was, absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. I wish I lived around more waterfalls and stuff, but unfortunately I don't. Mostly everything is at least an hour or more away. Okay, so this one seems a little bit bright. Not sure if I'm gonna do anything with it though. Sometimes, let's see, if I bring down the exposure, it just loses so much. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm just gonna play around a little bit and see what it does. Let's bring this exposure back up a good bit. Not too much. That might be a little much. I'm not sure. Let's play around a little bit here. I'm just going to bring down the shadows, see what that does. Not too much of a noticeable difference. The whites, that probably, let's see. Well, if I can get this thing to cooperate with me today. Here we go. Okay. If I bring those down, it makes it look a little dirty, so I don't want to bring it down too much. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that. Yeah. See, I like these little droplets of water and splashes up here. You can see the reflection of the light just sparkling all over. You can see the bubbles down here at the bottom and over the rocks right here. I absolutely love that. Alright, let's go move over to color. Probably not going to add any warmth to it because that usually makes the water look dirty. So I'll just show you here. It just makes it look a lot dirtier, and I really don't like that. So I'm going to bring it down to make it look. That's a little too much. There we go. How about that? Yeah, I think I like that right there. Oh, whoa, nope, that's not what I was trying to do here. Okay, moving on. So I'm gonna leave that one the way it is. Alright, I'm about at 13 minutes here already, and I've only gone through a few pictures. So I don't want to make this terribly boring. Let's just do this next one and then we'll call it a day. Alright, this one is quite blurry. So it's not the best quality picture. But again, this is me experimenting with said telephoto lens. So I'm just getting used to it. And the light, the sun was like really bearing down where I was, so it was really hard to tell when it was in focus or not. But alright, let's play with the light a little bit. Thinking, let's see, let's bring that exposure down a tiny bit, maybe. Yeah. Okay, we brought it down a tiny bit, but let's see. I think the contrast do anything worthwhile? Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring it up a tiny bit, just a couple points there. Oops. All right. Highlights. I'm gonna leave that alone because we don't want to mess too much with that. I'm gonna bring these shadows down a little bit, see what that does. There's not too much detail in this, so don't really think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that where it's at. Oh wait, no, that's too purple. Let's bring this down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, I think we are going to call this a day now. This one's not too bad. It's pretty blurry, but you know, it's what it is. Alright, we went through a few pictures, and that's basically how I do it. Again, when I first put pictures in, I usually just click the auto settings, see if it works for me or not, and then I'll tweak here and there like I showed you. So all of these have been edited somewhat, but I like to go back after a few days, a week or so, and see if I still like the way that I did it. So, alright guys, thank you for listening and or watching, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you want to see the next one. And comment any ideas that you might have that you want to see me do. Alright, thanks guys.